Hey everybody, welcome back to Holland Bass Ticks and White Man Fishing. We're out here in the shop today and I'm going to try something today. I bought some self-belling scupper plugs online from a company and they work. They do work. They do what they're supposed to do, but they don't drain quite as fast as I'd like. When I'm out on the water fishing, a tournament, pleasure fishing, whatever, and it gets rough out there and I start getting a lot of water over the bow, guess what? Cockpit starts getting quite a bit of water in there. It's not draining as fast as I would like. So I looked online, went to YouTube, looked up a couple of videos. I've heard of some guys using some other self-belling valves with the OE Native Watercraft scuppers. And I wanted to go a little different route. So what I did is I came out to the shop, grabbed my scuppers. Now I'm just going to do two to start with. But what I did is I grabbed my scuppers. You can see a little hole right there in the middle. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drill that hole out to a 1/2 inch. I've already done one, so it's worked out really well. So we're just going to show you how it all turned out. Drilled it out to a 1/2 inch. I used a 1/2 inch paddle bit. That may have been really kind of the wrong thing to use because that tip is so long that it actually pierced the top right there. Not going to affect the way that it works in any way, shape, or form, but it did pierce a hole. So we drilled, as you can see there, 1/2 inch. I cleaned it up a little bit. I do have a little torch here, a little propane torch. I heated up a screwdriver and ran it through there to kind of smooth it out a little bit. And like I said, as you can see, the hole cleaned up really, really well. That's a 1/2 inch hole. That ought to drain pretty freaking quick. So I went online to Amazon, started looking around, found a company that offers self-belling scupper valves, but they didn't offer the size big enough for the Native. So I decided to take the scupper, measure this inside diameter, and find something that would fit fairly close because I knew that it needed to be tight, but it couldn't expand this out to where I couldn't get it back inside the kayak. So just happened to measure it. Found one on their website on Amazon, and this is what I came up with right there. They are on Amazon. They make 3 sizes, and that's pretty much it. I drilled a hole in the top of this. There was a string on here. I took it off, used their hole, drilled a hole. It's not as pretty as I'd like because this is silicone. So it kind of reacted a little differently. But I drilled a 1/2 inch hole right there. Took my trusty old torch again, heated up the screwdriver, put it in here, worked it around to smooth that out. And it's not too bad. It'll work. Take this, stick it inside of this. As you can see, it's a little tight. And this is tapered. I forgot to tell you, this is tapered. But by the time you get to here, this fits so tight inside here that it shouldn't leak. Should not leak. Take that, push it up inside there. Push it all the way up. Take it, put it on your workbench, push it down like that. There you go. It's seated all the way in there. The top of that valve is against the top of the scupper plug. Let's see if I can get this in the picture. Yeah, it's not wanting to line up very well, but there you go. See a little bit of light through there. The hole in this lines up perfectly with the hole I drilled in the top of the scupper plug. I did take it in the house. I did put it in a bowl of water, pushed down on it and held it. I pushed it all the way up to here, all the way up to almost the very top and held it, see if any water would come in. No water came in, but it's a little different once in the kayak. You got all the way of the kayak, plus me, plus all my gear, putting pressure on this. But as of right now, I blew on it to hold pressure, and it was holding pressure. But then again, it's different being in a kayak. I did pour water on top, and it did just run right through. It ran right through, but like I said, being out in the water, maybe a little bit different. But as of right now, I think this is a pretty good idea. It's a little bit pricey, but it was cheaper than other scupper plugs I bought. These valves are like right at 24 bucks for two of them off of Amazon. You can get them next day or 2 day. Mine came in 2 days. And looking at them, they seem to be pretty good quality. So we're going to find out this weekend. I've got a tournament this weekend, and we're going to see how it does, because it's supposed to be some high winds, so it's going to be some pretty rough water. I know I'm going to get some over the bow. So we're going to try it. We're going to see how it goes. So anyway, if you guys are interested, like I said, you can buy the valves on Amazon. A little pricey, but we're going to see how it works. And when I go out this weekend and test them, we're going to do a review, see how well it came out. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I will see y'all at the next one.